Overcast Tuesday, but pretty mild out there.
Yeah, it's really warming up unless you're in East County, because we're still getting a little bit of flow out of the gorge and keeping temperatures in the 40s there while everybody else is in the 50s. But I want to kind of circle back and add to Keely's story a little bit more too about the big flips that we're seeing in our weather. Now, that's somewhat of a signature of a La Nina year that we're in right now. But boy, what a change, from much of December through the first week of January. We just saw day after day after day of heavy snowfall in the Cascades. Look what we have coming up in the next week. There's only one day, Thursday, where we get new snow. Just one, 6 to 8 inches there. Snow level 4,500 feet, down to about the passes, whereas last week it was down 1,000 feet and even lower for day on end. And look, the freezing level, snow level goes up to 10,000 feet over the weekend. So we are in one of those flips where we have gone from cool and wet to now warm and mainly dry, and that's going to stick around for a while. This is one indication of that. You see this big area of high pressure over the west coast that's going to be staying with us and keeping storms to the north. And at the same time, while we are warm, the east, the Great Lakes and Midwest are going to get really cold and stay that way for a while. We are wet, especially up in western Washington. A little bit of rain in Portland, but really not that much. 0.08 of an inch here, 1/10 of an inch at Tillamook. Ramps up to 1/2 inch up at Astoria, and then it really goes up and you get up north. Nearly 2 inches at Hoquiam, 2.5 inches at Quileute, 1.33 in Seattle. So that's where the heavy rain has been. It's still pretty warm up there too. Now, in terms of our rainfall, we are going for our 5th month in a row with above average rainfall. September, October, November, December, all above average rainfall. All great because we need the water coming off the hot summer and the drought that we've been dealing with throughout the West. So far this month, we're at 4.18 inches of rain. The average for the month is our area code, 5.03. So we got a ways to go to get to average, and given what's going to happen over the next week and a half, maybe 2 weeks, we may struggle to get to our average rainfall for January. We'll see. Hopefully we'll see a shift at the end of the month. Meanwhile, there's the flood watch for western Washington, and here's all the rain that's still hammering down that way. They're going to get 1-3 inches up there by the time we go into tomorrow evening as the jet stream stays aimed right at western Washington. We are on the warm side. Rain down to about Portland, maybe Salem. Once you get south to Salem, there's going to be any rain. So big drop off as you head south through western Oregon with the system. Now, the one that comes in on Wednesday night and Thursday, that'll have more staying power. That'll go from all of western Washington, all of western Oregon will get some rain and some mountain snow. But again, only down to about 4,500 feet. It's not an extremely cold system. And then it dries out again, perhaps a few showers on MLK Jr. Day on Monday. But it looks dry again after that. So we'll take whatever we can get. If we're lucky, we'll end up with a 1/2 inch from that Wednesday night, Thursday system and get closer to our January average. Only 45 for the high in Portland, but Aurora is 56, Salem 57, same at Tillamook. Astoria is 58, so really warm once you get away from the influence of the outflow of air coming out of the Columbia River Gorge. In Portland right now, it is 45 degrees here in town, 44. There's that east wind at 9 miles an hour. So tonight, the showers will be decreasing overnight tonight. We really won't see much more rain as this last system kind of just falls apart here. But then rain comes in tomorrow night. Tomorrow, mainly cloudy day, maybe a glimpse or two of the sun. I wouldn't have planned on a whole lot, but it will be warmer in the mid-50s tomorrow. So that'll feel different, right? We're in the 50s for several days in a row. Over the weekend, generally clear, topping out in the 40s, lows in the 30s, but generally dry other than that rain late Wednesday and Thursday. Maybe a few scattered showers on Monday. That's not looking like a very big deal for the holiday itself. And after that, Laurel, looks dry once again. So big change.